Come on. So from 163 and Bubble and Squeak, I've been viewing Foster as sort of a pollinator pathway. So I've been doing some guerrilla gardening here, sunflowers, more partridge pea. There are guerrilla droppings in here, and they're labeled. So you've got like white yarrow, butterfly weed, partridge pea, which I see, the purple coneflower. Partridge pea and purple coneflower seem to be the most prolific and resilient from this particular guerrilla droppings mix. Then I made these three from scraps from jobs that I did locally. They are planted with all native wildflowers. So black-eyed Susans are just coming in. There's eastern columbine, milkweed, purple coneflower. This little guy has aster, bergamot, and two oculated oaks. So they're two little oak seedlings that are gonna grow together. We'll see how that goes. This box also has more milkweed from seed, black-eyed Susans coming in, and then a center with the eastern columbine that blooms in May. So these three were made completely from salvaged materials or scraps from other jobs. I planted these entirely too early in March, but they're doing okay. Not as sunny a location as I thought it would be. As the sun goes from east to west, these guys are starting to come in. And so just taking advantage of this curb strip. This is an abandoned lot, this entire block. They come and weed whack a couple times a year, but otherwise there's nothing interesting to look at and nothing for the pollinators to do here. So was thinking about this whole block as a pollinator pathway. This is a quirky one made with some leftover pressure-treated 4x4s and some white oak from a friend. Another oak, some aster, bergamot. I planted some fennel in here, some thyme, some oregano, some more columbine. So we'll see. You know, they're all actually starting to root, and in the first year they'll root way down, especially the natives. And next year and the year after they should be more prolific, and the idea there is that it would waterfall over and spread into the curb strip. I threw wildflowers on this giant mound of dirt. I can see a big sunflower and some wildflowers on top. It was originally a giant E and R for East Rock. And I had thought when it bloomed, you might be able to see it better, but now it pretty much is just a few wildflowers on top. This is new target area, or maybe next year can grow food if they're not gonna develop it. But it's really nice to see what naturally is occurring. There's some milkweed in here. Then I planted these three boxes, which you can't even see, but they're lime green. And they were salvaged from Nash Street, an old deck. And then a friend had a ton of extra canna. So 3 different colors of canna, this pinkish orange, the deep, deep red, and then the big red closest to the stop sign. So the idea is they sort of lead you to the end of the street. So they mirror on this side the same 3 canna, and then this wildflower boat was built out of limbs that fell from these oak trees this winter. Also with the American Meadows mix, East wildflower mix, annuals and perennials. So you'll see some similar variety here that you do at the end of Foster. Again, hopefully encouraging those pollinators to make their way from Willow down to Canner and then continue on another block towards East Rock. And then one more patch. These are mostly sunflowers again, but I had purchased seedballs.com, balls of clay. And I don't see a whole lot of activity from those, but black-eyed Susans and purple coneflower were also planted here. That's it.